stupid tonight. We're just having a drink, and that's it. We're gonna leave. We ain't trying to get into none. Come on, leave me alone. Yo, bartender, why don't you pass me a beer? Now I better make it till I'm double fisting in here. Idle hands who get me in trouble, so I keep them busy. Nowadays I do more flowing than hustle, but that's how it is when you pull out the biz and find yourself climbing the mountain of shit. Tonight I'm drinking till I pass out in a fountain of piss. As long as it's mine, I shouldn't be pissed. Pass me the fifth, I'm drinking from the bottle. Bag a plus size model and I hit it till she bottle. Pass out and dream of the grotto. Young hep, why not? I'll do it if she swallows. Me and Wilder be scheming on a big bitch.
Yo, she got a bag on her head, she ain't see shit.
I better sneak quick, bartender, let me get a couple of shots. I don't even wanna see this.
Plus size loving, we was plus size loving.
One shot in hand for every fan.
1 gallon I slurp for every verse.
Yeah, whatever works, prepare to bug out.
Get wasted,
And tear the club out. I'm a happy alcoholic.
Call it whatever you call it.
I'm a happy alcoholic.
Call it whatever you call it.
Bartender, cobble wobble, cactus, tequila sniffer. Can you do it for me? The zone I need to enter. Party over here and I'm surrounded by sisters. She see me hot pimp, now she wanna make me mister. I say blunted buds, tipsy my disaster. She be waiting for me, alpha money master. I can say if she behind me up, but my sense really cashing in, matching it up. You really got me psyched out with all this makeup. To break up, girl, you's really a slut. Word up, that's why I love the position I'm in. Bartender, another snifter and Heineken, so I can clear my thoughts with some plus size funkin'. Like tonight I'm a wild out, smash taco pumpkins. Did it for the love of the creamy gushy, cause I'm in search for that chinchilla pussy.
Plus size loving, we was plus size loving.
One shot in hand for every fan.
1 gallon I slurp for every verse.
Yeah, whatever works, prepare to bug out.
Get wasted,
And tear the club out. I'm a happy alcoholic.
Call it whatever you call it.
I'm a happy
alcoholic. Call it whatever you call it.
I step up in the club looking fresh to death. Got a new outfit and oh yes, it's pressed. I'm dressed to impress the opposite sex. Shorty looking to the left and get a kink in the neck. But I blow her off, straight looking for a fine dime. About 5'5", drinking liquor, not that fine wine. I'm just biding time now, cause I got all night. I'm looking for the beast, cause I know we got that get right. Yeah, you know what I mean. Get my eyes standing right like I'm falling asleep. I grab a fifth and start chugging it down. I can handle a handle, but I'm fucked up now. Cause I see Doc, he in the corner with his jaw dropped. With a big bitch, looked like Missy when she first dropped. Oh, I stopped, wheels railing from the back. Doc's getting hit, but looking like his dick's in a bag. You fucking nasty.
Plus size loving, we was
What's up with you guys?
plus size loving.
Man, I ain't got that shit.
One shot in hand for every fan.
1 gallon I slurp for every verse.
Yeah, whatever works, prepare to bug out.
Get wasted,
And tear the club out. I'm a happy alcoholic.
Call it whatever you call it.
I'm a happy
alcoholic. Call it whatever you call it.
I'm a happy
Alcoholic. Call it whatever you call it.
I'm a happy
Alcoholic. Call it whatever you call it.
Throwback up. What up, Doc? What up, Moses? Chillin', man, chillin'. But you know what be really pissing me off, man?
Yeah. What the heck is going on out there in the world? In the world. Join in as we take a journey into the sands of time. Oh, a little peek behind the curtain here. Hey, what's going on? Welcome, everybody, to Crypto and Chat. I am your humble host, alone, as I am now getting used to. Seymour, Doc Risk, Mac. That is my name. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Hope you're having a great weekend. We're going to get this thing started, and we're going to get talking about crypto. But first and foremost, we have something that we have to talk about that is extremely important. My partner in crime, who's usually on this camera, Mr. Moses J. Flows, happy to announce him and his wife have successfully given birth. Well, his wife has successfully given birth to a beautiful baby boy. And in honor of this news, I'm going to play a little something for those two.
On the dark side, Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough.
What'd he tell you?
He told me you killed him.
No. I am your father.
I am your father. Yes! That is right, Luke. I am your father. That is the non-Mandela effect, or that is the Mandela effect version. Whichever way you want to look at it, I guess that's what it is. You know, everybody thinks that's Luke, I am your father. I think my son was messing around with my effects. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. There we go. Luke, I am your father. Very successful birth of that baby boy. They are on their way home, or they are home already, so that's beautiful. And maybe in a few short weeks or months or years, Moses will join back in the festivities here. But until then, I will occasionally just do this shit by myself, or I will occasionally have a friend like I had the past 2 weeks. Now, I haven't planned on having anybody on today because, honestly, I had a lazy week. I didn't really feel like planning out a show. So, sorry about that. But we are going to talk about crypto. We're going to talk about something that I've been trying to squeeze in the last couple episodes, which has been trying to see how the geopolitical atmosphere affects the markets. Now, we have some pretty huge geopolitical news that if you just want to hear about crypto, then you're not going to give two shits. But it is pretty interesting stuff. So we're going to get into that. And it's, hint, spoiler alert, Korea. All right, big news with Korea. But first and foremost, let's talk about a little bit of crypto. And we're going to start off on my favorite coin here, Nexus. I'm on tradingview.com right here. If you're looking for a new place to just kind of analyze charts and analyze some information, tradingview.com, I'm not supported by them. This show is not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form, but they certainly do have a great site. And what I like about it is there's a lot of different indicators, and the community actually gives indicators, does technical analysis on all sorts of charts. But you can come down here and see what your fellow crypto knots are saying about any particular coin. But in this case, we're going to talk about Nexus. So lots of lines, lots of channels being followed here. But the main theme that I'm seeing, is this a video? Oh, that's an update to the chart. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. So you could hit that little play button there, and it actually update the chart to see if what this individual here, Hamada Mark, is saying about what he thinks Nexus is going to do. But there's no doubt about it. If you look, again, if you've looked at this chart, you've seen this a billion times. I'm going to say it again. This build up here, this huge, magnificent, great, beautiful build up was leading up to the Nexus conference in 2017. Now, the Nexus conference will be happening this year, 2018, I believe, in Arizona, sometime in September, I believe. I humbly await my invitation to go and slam on a cajon drum as I finagle myself into crypto land. You've seen this before, though. This is the build-up to the conference. This is while the conference was happening, right about here. And then shabang-a-bang, we took a huge dumpy. They call this a cup and handle right here, where you see it come down. It comes back up. Basically matched the high, the all-time high that it reached previously on its last build-up. And it looks like we're pretty prime again to see a similar spike for Nexus. Now, the great thing about Nexus, and I love speaking about Nexus, sprechen Sie Deutsch about Nexus, because, well, I am unofficially sponsored by... I'm not officially or unofficially sponsored by them, but you guys know that I love Nexus. Moses loves Nexus. We love Nexus. Tonight at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be announcing another Nexus community giveaway where there are, I believe, two or three winners this week. So we will be getting to that about 9 o'clock. But what is good about Nexus right now in the short term is that there are a lot of crypto analysts, you can call them. Now, I'm going to do this because I'm not sure about some of them. But there's just been a plea by somebody from the community to Bitcoin Ben to actually do a little research on Nexus and give a little analysis. And that's going to be very powerful for Nexus. Everybody loves Ben. I love Ben, although I love Angry Ben. I don't necessarily love the Ben that you love. I love Ben when he's pissed off at a senator. That's the Ben I like. Or when he's tracking down hackers. That's the Ben I like. So, but that's going to be really big. So I look forward to hearing Bitcoin Ben's analysis on Nexus. There was another individual. He formerly, I don't know if he still goes by the name, the Ethereum Evangelist. This is Vincent Biliatori. He talks like this. He's Italian. He's from Brooklyn or maybe from Queens. And he's, hello, I'm Vincent Biliatori, and I'm talking about Nexus. And he recently just released a video. I'm not going to play it just because I kind of find his voice annoying, as you probably find mine. Touche. Fair enough. Fair enough. Extremely fair, I guess. But he also spoke about Nexus being one of his top 6 picks for 2018. I actually, when I first started getting into day trading crypto, I was watching a lot of his videos. He was kind of, I don't want to say coordinating pump and dumps. Of course, a lot of people call it that, but really promoting different coins and projects. And then, you know, if you hopped on the bandwagon, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I probably should have thrown that out. I'm going to need that. It's a napkin. So those are all good things in the social sphere of Nexus. And Nexus continues to do what they do best, is travel around the globe, going to different conferences, different members of Nexus, which is always nice. When they had the, I don't remember the name of it, but the crypto conference in Australia recently, you had Chris Murdoch and another individual, I don't remember his name, I apologize, representing Nexus. You have Deanna Bailey traveling across the globe, you know, witnessing midgets being carried around all night at a conference, at a party in Dubai. You know, she's representing Nexus in one of the most fashionable and best ways that there is. We really had a great time speaking with her on the show a few weeks back. And you just have different individuals representing Nexus at different conferences, depending on what part of the world they are, what the expertise is of this person, or the specialty or the focus of this conference in particular. So they will continue to do this, and they will continue to not give hard deadlines on milestones. And I would say in the context of their history of trying to give deadlines for their milestones, it's probably a good thing. I said this last week, and I will say it again this week. We have some friends in the chat here. Everybody say hello to Grim Speaker. That's my cuzzo. Ken Bosak's in the house, and I appreciate you, Ken. Ken, give it a share if you could. And actually, if you are not doing anything, actually, no, I think you're probably at a crypto conference or a meetup in Philly, I believe, tonight. We could always Skype in, man. So if you want to Skype in, just let me know. I'll load up the Skype and we'll bring you in, bro. But back to Nexus as usual. Here on TradingView.com, it's looking very fantastic for Nexus as far as T&A goes from the TradingView community. Lots of positive news. I mean, we could open up any one of these, and you're going to see predictions of an upward trend. There's no doubt about it. When they're showing channels right now, Nexus is following those channels very nicely. Here you go. You got a double cup and handle, or as I call it, B cups. I call those B cups, maybe even C cups. There's the feature right there. Let's update the chart. Whammo. Now, this original technical analysis was posted on April 11th, so you could see how far we've come. His prediction here, or her skyrocket signals here, at the time of this posting, looks like he expected the boom to happen right here. Nonetheless, we had a sideways trend here, some accumulation, and then whammo, there it goes. We love it. We love it. So good news for Nexus. Let's go into the interactive chart real quick so we could switch around and see. We could see what's going on live time. Beautiful, beautiful. So what I'm seeing here is a lot of bars, a lot of candles, a lot of lines. I'm nobody special. I'm not really that great at the technical analysis, but as far as Nexus goes, everybody and their mama is saying that we're ready to see a boom. Now, not only that, I mean, let's go besides the fact. Let me turn off some of this other stuff. Mike Salvi. Got Mike Salvi on the text. You can see how I don't update any of these fucking scenes, right? Stacy's in the Chattanooga, which I always appreciate. Stacy, let's have a little chat here, man. There is a ascending wedge on the Nexus BTC daily chart. We should break out in 3 to 5 days, then consolidation. So this is what I'm talking about. My man. Now, my man, Stacy, coming in. Just verifying what I'm saying. It's just all good news. Now, what I was going to say is on top of the fact that we're looking at what most people are saying an upcoming alt season. And there's certainly no doubt that that could be true. If we switch it back over, let's switch back over. Let's look at the BTC on TradingView. I believe this BTC is pulled from, if we go into the interactive, I want to say it's Coinbase. The pricing off of Coinbase. But, you know, Bitcoin has been looking very lovely as well. You know what? Let's just go interactive. Looking very lovely. No thanks. Don't want to upgrade. After the spike of December of this previous year, I mean, it's obvious that we've had a huge, humongous downward trend. But what I'll attempt to do here is using the top of the candles. You could see that we are in a breakout right here. If I'm using the right terminology, it could be completely fucking wrong. You can see that right now we're on a breakout. So, yeah, we're on a huge downward trend overall in the last few months. But we're through tax season, as I've been saying. We're seeing a lot of bigger money start not necessarily moving in right now, but kind of prepping themselves to move in. A lot of news, which we'll get to. A couple stories on like Cointelegraph where you could see it will illustrate the fact that there's indicators for a lot of big money coming into the markets here. So you could see if this line even means anything at all, it means that we're on a nice breakout trend. If you move it up to real-time status, basically what you'll have to look at now is where we're going to go in the next couple days and weeks here. Is it going to break out above this line here? Now, this line is arbitrary. You know what I'm saying? I move it around at will. But you definitely can look in history and see patterns. And, I mean, recent history, it tells the story. You know, the end of last year was just a fabulous run-up where I wound up just kind of holding a lot of shit bags. So looking forward to alt season, as you probably are, and I'm looking forward to getting rid of some of my shit coins. You know, maybe not necessarily shit coins, but let's get serious. You know, the time I bought some of this stuff, I'm holding coins from, you know what I'm going to do? Let me go into, let me open up my block folio because I want to take a little glimpse into history here. The 200-day MA is big resistance more than the major downtrend line. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Look at me pretending like I know what you're talking about, man. Look at me. I've been holding a lot of coins, a lot of altcoins from mid last year. I'm talking before the winter hit. Civic, which was a very promising coin, and it could still be promising depending on what happens in that part of the world. Oh, I could see that Blockfolio did a little update. So they had, for a moment, they had on one of their updates given. There was a part of the main page. So when you click on a coin on the bottom, it would say like Team News or Team Signals. And then they took it away. In the past couple of weeks, it hasn't been there. I was assuming that either it wasn't functioning or they were working on it. But they have something now added to that page called Team Signals. Civic goes after ICOs and token generation events with a new secure product bundle. So I'm wondering if I think these Team Signals here, these are news bits that are released by the team through Blockfolio. So another effort by Blockfolio really to try to give you the tools you need to research and make wise decisions when you're trading. But I've been holding Civic for way too long. Way too long. August 24th, 2017. Holy shebanga bang. And at this point, Satoshi value, the 100 Civic that I'm holding is down 67%. All right. So if I mean, this basically has to go up to 13,000 Satoshis. It's at 4,000 for me to even break even Bitcoin value. So don't be like Seymour. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Be better than me. Type in BTUSD shorts or BTUSD longs on TradingView to show the independent buyers and seller charts. Oh, look at this. You learn something new day. You learn something new day. BTC USD shorts. Let's do it. BTC USD shorts. See what happens. Thank you, tough guy. So sweet for being such a tough guy. I appreciate that. So basically, you can kind of take into account the shorts and the longs being called by different people, all different exchanges, which is really nice about using something like TradingView. You're not you're not looking at this information at these charts with tunnel vision only in one exchange. You're kind of getting a broader picture, which is certainly more beneficial. If you trade exclusively in one exchange, maybe you could make the case that you don't have to look elsewhere. But what happens on one exchange will certainly affect what happens on another exchange. If one exchange decides to delist a coin, or there's a ton of volume that just gets introduced on one exchange, you will see a ripple effect on all of the other exchanges. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So BTC USD shorts, and we're not talking about summer wear pantaloons. We're talking about people shorting. So short-long ratio is above 1 after a long time. What does it mean? I don't know. Thank you for that technical analysis, sir. Oh, excuse me. This show is being co-hosted by Stella or Twats again. Because why not? With Stella or Twats. Another coin that I like to always check in on is Qtum. Now let's zoom in here a little bit. I had previously traded in Qtum. Qtum is very similar to Nexus's goals. They have a lot of similar goals in mind. And they were certainly a beneficial trade for me last year. I certainly made some profit on that. I definitely turned some Bitcoin on that one. Definitely want to thank Qtum. But I've been keeping my eye on Qtum every once in a while because I want to reinvest, because I do like their project. I do like where they're going. They seem to be making progress in their milestones that they set out. So we will see. We will see what happens. But this is essentially where I think I want to say where I bought in originally was somewhere around the 220,000 Satoshis. Let's give the old shebang bang. Ooh, 275,000 Satoshis. So we are way under the point where, now, again, this was October 5th. So if you want to take fiat into account, I mean, it was certainly a lot less fiat value to get that amount of Qtum. But I got to tell you, this is looking also good to start researching and looking into. Of course, we always go back. I'm not even showing you. Look at me. I'm like fucking. I'm talking like you could see the fucking screen. There's Qtum. This is what I was talking about. It's looking prime time, baby. 220,000 Satoshis. You could take a little journey. Let's see if we can zoom out just far enough not to get caught by this thing. I guess that can't happen. Yeah, there we go. I previously purchased Qtum October 5th of last year. So where were we? We were right here at about 270 something. And then I definitely, definitely sold it. Let me check. December 18th. Where's December 18th? Right here, baby. Bam! Whammo! That's what I'm talking about. Those are the trades you want to make. So now it is retraced completely past my original purchase point. So, I mean, most certainly. I mean, check this out, though. I bought Qtum, where'd I say? Somewhere around here. I rode, as soon as I bought it, in typical Seymour fashion, it rode down to a fucking darkened abyss. To the point where most people would just crap their pants, but I held strong. The one thing I will say is my fucking hands are strong. My grip strength on these cryptos, these shit coins, is strong. Qtum, I'm not considering a shit coin, certainly not. But I rode that dark abyss until the boom, and I hit it. I hit it, man, right up at the top here. Now you're gonna say, well, I could have held it a little longer and made some more satoshis. Certainly could have. But I was very happy with my trade on there. Now let's switch over to Litecoin. Now we spoke about Litecoin 2 weeks ago with Nick Wright. Again, fabulous conversation we had with Nick Wright. Litecoin recently got burned with their LitePay merchant. So this is what they were doing. Now this is old news, so I'm just kind of rehashing this for the purpose of making my case for Litecoin. March 27th, LitePay Merchant Solutions ceases operations. Litecoin Foundation apologizes for the hype. So let's see if we can get right to, like everyone else, we got too excited about something that was too good to be true, and we optimistically overlooked many of the warning signs. I'm sorry for having hyped up this company and vow to do better due diligence in the future. So they basically got shamwowed. They basically got shamwowed by excuse me. Yo, Byron, what's going on, man? You see more than I do? I doubt it. They got shamwowed. Other Reddit users pointed out the scam aspects of LitePay's website. I wonder if it's still up. Let's take a journey down into time. LitePay has ceased operations due to an inability to source efficient liquidity or financing. We would like to thank our employees and partners for their tireless work. So is this the partner that fucking scammed them out? They don't even say who it is in this article. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't you want to know? But as I see it, and if I remember correctly, Brock fucking Sampson, no, that was the user that had commented. LitePay was copied and pasted from Coinbase. Added that an update, they had replaced Coinbase with LitePay without changing the text of the policy. As of press time, the two privacy policies have different wording. So basically, it was looking like a scam from the start. How Charlie Lee didn't see this coming, we will never know, I guess. But he has moved forward. Oh, here it is. The Litecoin Foundation had recently refused LitePay CEO Kenneth Asser's request for more funding for LitePay, citing a lack of transparency and explanation for how the previous money had been used. So basically, they paid for services unrendered, and then you wind up getting this. ceased operations due to an inability to source sufficient liquidity or financing. Come on. Come on. I can only imagine how much he had given him in the initial payment. I don't think this article goes into that. But I think right here what you're looking at is the point in time when that had happened, and then you could see there was a pretty good downward trend here. But we are building back up on Litecoin, and the point of me even talking about that is they have acquired new, let me see if I can find it because I don't remember the exact Litecoin falls after LitePay replacement. Hey, just upload a new video regarding a new payment processor for Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Of course, we can't just... You know what? Let's give this person some Steemit play. This is posted by Average Investor on Steemit.com.
How's it going, guys? This is Average Investor here, and today I wanted to make a video regarding a new payment processor for Litecoin. And so if you guys remember pretty recently,
that's what
the LitePay...
Alliant Payments. So I want to kind of go into this a little bit just to take a look at what the replacement has been. Again, I keep forgetting to show you the screen. We are leaders in merchant solutions. So Litecoin is partnered up now. This is basically the LitePay replacement. Every time I've dealt with anybody, they would be helpful. Triple B, top credit card processor. So, I mean, pretty reputable. It's looking like. I don't know if they have it in anywhere on the page now, any news about the Litecoin partnership. It still may be too early to see them talking about it on the website here. But it's certainly a good thing. I mean, you could see some of these partnerships down here. Shopify, Foxy Cart, Magneto. Now, speaking of which, I actually meant to check something out that I saw somebody talk about. Yes, here it is. If you want to talk about merchants, you want to talk about marketplaces in the crypto sphere, I think we need to talk about OpenBazaar. OpenBazaar is a peer-to-peer marketplace, obviously crypto friendly, if not exclusive. No platform fees, no restrictions, and you earn cryptocurrency. I know that there was some recent updates being spoken about, so keep looking at this to improve. I know that they're looking to improve their pairs and what kind of cryptos that you could actually use. But I'm going to actually download this live here on the show because I wanted to do this. I got a bunch of shit laying around and I'm trying to get rid of it. So why not? So let's go through this together. We're going to save this bad boy. We're going to save it in the old downloads. Don't look at my downloads, you little snakes. I'm trying to see what I'm downloading. Don't be looking. Don't be looking now. What's cooking? Good looking. I'm not going to install it right now for obvious fucking reasons. But I did want to at least download it.
On the installer for your operating system.
It's 161 megabyte
and select
download.
Either 32 or 64-bit. If you're unsure if your computer is 32 or 64-bit, it's
then you're
likely
a fucking idiot.
64-bit.
Then it's likely 64-bit.
Access.
Why is that likely? I will have to talk about this after I set it up. I'll set this up during the week or over the weekend.
We're looking at your OpenBazaar
and I'm gonna upload some items here in the OpenBazaar. I'm gonna start testing this out.
Purchase a listing.
And then maybe on next week's show I'll actually give a review. Now next week's show, I will warn you, is going to either be non-existent or a short one. I'll probably just do an hour next week, and hopefully there'll be some specific news to talk about. All right, something I wanted to get into is just kind of overall looking at just crypto news. What can we take away from the overall sentiment? So sediment is dirt, sentiment. Yep, I was right the first time. So right here, France. France says crypto is now movable property, taxed down from 45 to 19%. So let's kind of read into this a little bit because I want to make sure we're not getting ShamWowed here. You know, that's the term that I'm going to use. Let's move myself over. Hey! Woo! All right. Let's get serious, guys. France's Conseil d'État. I hope I didn't butcher that too bad. Council of the State has changed the tax rate on cryptocurrency sales to a flat rate of 19% rather than up to 45% like before. Local news outlet Le Monde, I want to say that means the Monday, reported Thursday, April 26th, which is not a Monday. It was a Thursday. The Council of State said that the tax change comes from a new classification of Bitcoin separate from commercial or non-commercial activity. Quote, the sale of Bitcoins fell under the principle from the category of capital gains of movable property. So what does this really mean? The exceptions to the flat rate are earnings from crypto mining, which will be taxed as non-commercial profits, and income as a result of professional activity, which will be taxed as industrial and commercial profits. Le Monde noted that the decision to change the crypto tax rate comes after citizens appealed to France's highest regulatory body earlier this year to change the regulations for crypto transactions that had been placed since July 2014. France has been working on their cryptocurrency regulations this year. At the beginning of the year, the Minister of Economy created a crypto tax task force to examine regulation, and in March, the government proposed a ban on investment companies to trade in crypto until regulations have been implemented. Also in March, France's financial market regulator was reported to be looking into legislation that would encourage the development of initial coin offerings. So they want to encourage ICOs, which is strange. But I guess if they could get a stranglehold on it via regulations, that's a fuckload of money that they can get. I guess the only way an ICO can really exist in a positive mind frame is regulated. And probably heavily regulated. Think about how many ICOs have fucking shit the bed. Let's not forget our friends from Clout. Let's not forget them. Let's not forget others that I can't remember or know about at all in the first place. But the whole point of this is this looks pretty positive for France. And, I mean, you have been seeing a lot of this in the news about different governments kind of reanalyzing their position, especially when it comes to regulating crypto. And what I think you're going to see, as long as the community can steadfastly stay true to the roots of Bitcoin and crypto, you know, when you got 300,000 users on Coinbase and only 9 of them claim capital gains, you know that everybody's kind of on team people here, and that's where we're at. That's where we need to be at, and that's where we are at. So I certainly appreciate everybody who said I'm going to kind of give a little resistance to the system here. Now, that was France's crypto. Let's close that out. Let's get rid of some tabbies here. I am going to get into a little bit of Nexus mining. I want to actually share with you my Nexus mining story, and we'll do that in a little bit. It's 8:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Share the videos if you could. I certainly appreciate it. And why the fuck not join in the conversation? Crypto market hitting 10 trillion in 40 trillion in 10 years, definitely possible, says Pantera Capital CEO. Here's the other thing that I wanted to point out. You're seeing a fuck ton of people from mainstream capital investment groups who are given this positive outlook onto crypto. Now, could they be setting the market up for themselves to capitalize? Yeah, sure. This is the big money, right? This is the big institutional money. They're going to be able to swing the markets and swing the environment at will. We've seen it with the unleashing of the futures market. We've seen it with George Soros news. We've seen it with other newses. CoinCheck crypto exchange posts 490 million profit, on par with Japan's top stock exchange. crypto is back. And I say that not in the context that it ever left, but I say that in the context of we are now into a season where people are feeling pretty fucking good about being in crypto. Now, if you had a position early on, touche, my friends, you were the 1%. You are the 1%. I did not, unfortunately, although my position is better than most people I know who are in that got in after me. But, you know, crypto is becoming a positive thing to talk about again. Over the past few months, it's been a lot of people just haven't been talking about it. All right. Another story that I wanted to point out, and this is all off Cointelegraph.com, so you could check these out. I certainly didn't write any of these stories. I'm just kind of aggregating some information here. Comcast venture capital arm is bullish on Bitcoin and blockchain. Mt. Gox moves around 165 million in BTC and BCH from its wallet. So now this is actually very important. This is news from yesterday, written by Helen Parts. She's got lots of parts. Now, Mt. Gox, if you don't know what Mt. Gox is, then you haven't been paying attention, and you certainly weren't in this space early on. Mt. Gox was a exchange that got fucking hacked out the asshole or just scammed out with the fucking money. We're talking billions of dollars in crypto, or excuse me. Yeah, I could be speaking out of turn, maybe hundreds of millions. But this is the recent news. They're moving around $165 million worth of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash from its wallets. So they're moving them out of their cold wallets associated with the infamous, now defunct Japanese Bitcoin exchange Mt. Gox, according to the Mt. Gox cold wallet tracking data on Crypto Ground. Let's take a look at that. So you could actually just see what's going on in all the cold wallets from Mt. Gox. I believe these cold wallets exist because they were ordered to basically release these cryptos back into the wild. But that's pretty cool. So you could kind of keep track of what's going on there. The wallets are under the control of Mt. Gox bankruptcy trustee, this dude Kobayashi, eating fucking wieners like Kobayashi. As displayed on the cold wallet monitor, the exchange has moved 16,000 Bitcoin worth 144 million and 16,000 Bitcoin Cash worth 21 million. By press time, the sums were moved out in multiple batches of 2,000. The BTC amounts were consolidated 2 transactions to a single BTC address, and the BCH in 4 transactions to a single BCH address. Alistair Milne says, what does he say? Obviously doesn't know if the moved coins were sold or just moved for some other reason. So some reports claim that previously reported $400 million Mt. Gox sell-off from December through February led to BTC drops. Yeah, so this is a ton of fucking Bitcoin that has got to be moved. Mt. Gox used to be the largest exchange until hackers stole about 850,000 Bitcoin. Wow, 460 million at the time, which is well into the billions now. Criminal investigation and attempts to refund users who lost their money. So this was, when was this? 2014. Refund. So a criminal investigation and attempts to refund users who lost money are still underway. So I want to say that this money is destined to be refunded to someone, but I just don't know if that's ever going to fucking happen. But it's a hell of a lot of Bitcoin to be moving around, especially all at once. So you better believe that it's probably going to have some sort of effect on the market. I would have to think. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Let's go back to TradingView. Let's go back to the back of the back of the back of the back of the act with the back. Got a gat in the back of the black of the act. Back of the back of the back of the act. Let's go to 30 minutes here. And we could see now that my arbitrary line I drew means nothing. Now, here's the other good thing about TradingView. If you make an account, if you make an account, these lines, your analysis will stay on these charts forever and ever, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. I don't remember what the hell we were going to look at here, but all right, Open Bazaar, you're going to get a review of that next week maybe or the week after. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Let's look at a little Bittrex because I still love Bittrex as an exchange. If you're gonna use one, I guess until you can find some trustworthy decentralized exchanges, what are you gonna do, right? Last time we did this, Golem was at the fucking top of the chats, and they're still pretty much right up there. Now there has been some very interesting moves with what was it? Of course, I'm not gonna fucking remember, man. I'm not gonna remember. Maybe I shouldn't say interesting moves. We talked about Tron last week, I think, or the week before. Now, Tron, if we do a little investigating, let's do a little investigating. A little Tron coin, let's put in the old search box. In the old search box, and we go to Tron's website, make web decentralized again. So it's an internet. It's blockchain based operating system. So it looks like now Tron is finally starting to materialize something. I know that they're looking to develop onto their own chain. I don't know when that's gonna fucking happen. I thought that was at the end of this month. That actually might be happening right now, although I don't see it. I certainly don't see it. And we got a lot of zeros here. There it goes. It's updating. Buy Tron. Now look at this shit. Tron, shitcoin or not, look how many stupid fucking exchanges this shit is on. And then my lovely Nexus can't get on one other fucking exchange other than the ones that they're already on. Like a major exchange like Binance. They can't do it. I like Tron because it's an all Asian team. If you know me, you know I like the Asians. Oh, look, this guy slipped in there. I guess he's Palestinian. All right, I was going to say. He could be Asian. Just a different part of Asia. Look at these motherfuckers. Wait a minute. Is that the same person? They're giving that tough guy look. This guy especially. This guy's a mass shooter. Hands down, pants down. They got a huge freaking team. Are these the same people over and over just standing with a different part in their haircut? I don't know. I don't want to sound racist, but a lot of these people are looking very... All right. Now, you're not going to tell me that these two people are different fucking people. This is the same person. Right? Right? Isn't it? Does anybody see this? Does anybody give a shit? Mt. Gox Trustee should be in jail for not giving profits to customers. Yeah. Did you win? You're going to find out in 6 minutes, Jacques. Nick Ibanez, my man. Hey, man, you can come on this show. You got any crypto? Now, what I'm saying here is, and I don't know if anybody's really following me, I was starting to think a lot of these people looked like they were the same people. These two individuals look pretty much exactly the same. And that's not me being racist. I love the Asian people. So you're not going to sit here and tell me that I hate the Asians or I'm being racist in any way. Like this young lady right here, Wang Xing. She's excellent in copywriting. And she's pretty cute. Now, when you get to Zhao Jitang, I don't know about this broad right here. I'm not into that. All right, first quarter of 2018 testnet and mainnet launch, and that's what I think we're waiting on for Tron. If you are a Tron holder, that is what you're waiting on, all right? So whatever. My real shitcoin pick of the week, and I am still up on it, but I do want to say this is my shitcoin pick of the week. Shitcoin pick of the week is Redcoin. All right, now, I'm up on Redcoin. I bought Redcoin at 54 Satoshis. It's now up to 97 Satoshis. We're actually looking like we're on a pretty good little run here in the most recent time frame. So I want to unload my Redcoin because I have several thousand of these shits. I mean, they're only a fucking penny, so let's not act like we're fucking billionaires here. But I had previously sold some Redcoin at like 100 and something Satoshi. So I was hoping to break the 100 again before I sold the rest of them. But I don't know. If it's going to be alt season soon, what do you do? Do you hold these fucking coins? Or do you, Stacy, what do you think, man? I mean, when we're talking about alt season, even though I'm looking to unload some of my alts, do I hold out for the next few weeks and see what the hell happens in this market? Because if alt season is upon us, man, I'm gonna miss out on a much better opportunity, right? I would think so. Look at this, BCC, Bitcoin Cash. Oh, I thought that was BitConnect coin. On there, that's Bitcoin Cash. Oh, lots of turmoil in the Bitcoin Cash fucking world. Roger Ver, King Ver. Now, I'm going to bring this up only because this reminded me now of King Ver. He's saying hold. All right, we're holding the alts. Even the shitcoin pick of the week, we're holding it. We're going to hold it for the next few weeks, and we're going to see everything power through. I'm going to go take a little visit to our page here, our YouTube page. Join us here, Corrected Axiom on YouTube. We're a very low subscriber count. We're trying to rebuild this, but if we can get above 120, I would be fantastically happy about that. I did want to play something before I get into let's go to videos. Before I get into just because it's funny as shit and I want a couple seconds to just listen to something and
King Man
shut the fuck
degraded Satoshi hotel room from the conference every 2 hours. Satoshi's vision.
Just listen to this shit.
Dishwash. Satoshi's vision.
Now, mind you, we love the Asians, all
We're
right?
going to hell. I'm getting fired. Everything's going
Oh,
wrong.
you didn't say hold the shit coins? Hold the alts.
It's all going wrong, man.
It's all going wrong.
We can't even use any of what we just did. He will destroy us.
Who, Roger Ver?
Yeah.
King Ver?
King Ver. In the contract, King Ver will roam free.
Breaking news.
March?
Yeah.
This just in. Ron Paul on this day.
King Ver claims the crotch of his rivals.
Creator-director told us
In the Battle of the Bastards, King Ver.
At any point in the future, there's no budget for
Claims for
King Ver has degraded Satoshi Light's testicles.
Moses, come back to me, man.
Thanks, everybody.
This is the shit that we're missing out on.
Shout out to King Ver.
It's one and the same. And Satoshi's vision and Roger Ver is one and the same.
I'm sorry. Excuse me again. I just want to play that to kind of segue into this. Been a lot of back and forth with Roger Ver for a very, very long time. For a very, very, very long time. You see what I did there? But Eric Voorhees, CEO of Shapeshift.io, I believe, says, Roger, please stop referencing me to back up your opinion that Bitcoin Cash is Bitcoin. It isn't. Bitcoin is the chain originating from the Genesis block with the highest accumulated proof of work. The Bitcoin Cash fork failed to gain majority, thus it is not Bitcoin. Now, I don't believe Mr. Ver, or I apologize, Your Honor, or Your Highness, King Ver, has actually responded to Eric Voorhees, but anybody who's anybody in the crypto space knows that Roger Ver is a problem. What is this saying? This is the original post from Roger Ver. I agree with Eric. That's why I support Bitcoin Cash. Question. If 15 months from now Core doesn't support a hard fork, what would you say then? For the record, I would publicly support a hard fork away from Core's leadership. I will be watching it closely. Now, that's a quote from Eric Voorhees. High fees, slow confirmations, reverse adoption. Don't worry, we have this. I like that guy's beard, but that's about as far as it goes. And Eric's sitting back saying that basically he does not support Bitcoin Cash, at least as representing itself, as you can see in a later comment. I do not hate Bitcoin Cash at all. I'm fine with one or many chains existing as long as they aren't portrayed inaccurately. I don't think it's legitimate to call Bitcoin Cash Bitcoin and to use my statements out of context to imply support. So there's a little turmoil in the bros of cryptos, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, it's 9:01 and it is time to announce Week 7's free Nexus giveaway here on Crypto and Chat with Corrected Axiom. I am still your humble yet tolerant of other races for the most part host Seymour Docris Mac. I don't know why I put it in that fucking context, because it's certainly not meant to mean anything. I don't have a drum roll this week, and it shouldn't really matter. We're just going to plop it right on the screen here. These are the winners of this week's Nexus giveaway. I pulled up the wrong fucking page. I pulled up the wrong fucking page. Let me go into the Slack. Let me pick up the winners. But this is actually a good point to start, actually. What's important about this page is this tells you who's contributing. Spade, Murdaki, Zim, Quarters, King Kikomba, Jorko 80, Bibbity, Jibbity, and the Nexus Core team with 1,000 Nexus giveaway. These are all the people that won. The thing that you're going to notice here is you're not going to see my name on here because I haven't won yet, and it's upsetting. But here we go. These are the winners. Congratulations. We have 5 winners this week. D from Slack, S-A-LOL, S-A-L-O-L, LOL from Reddit, X-Dead, Deed. You can read the fucking page, right? From Slack, Arsene from Slack, Willcat Power from Slack. I like to see Slack being represented. And they all have bunny winkles to thank for picking the random numbers. There were over 100 entries. Since March 1st, the community has given away almost 1,000 Nexus. And check back next week for your chance to win free Nexus being given away. So you could find that in the Slack channel, in the Discord, in the subreddit for Nexus as well. Congratulations to these folks. Certainly a positive thing that we're doing here at Nexus. Woo! I want to apologize. I'm disgusting. I just keep belching in your ears. But it's mainly because of Stella Ortwats. You get me confused with James Harden all the time? You fuck. Just for anybody who doesn't know, I'm gonna bring it up. So this is Spade, and everybody has Spade to thank for organizing this giveaway. He's the one that's updating these the website, forwarding me the information. I announce it. That's all I'm doing here. But he's giving me credence here. He's giving me a little bit on getting confused with the Tron team looking exactly the same, every single fucking one of them. But he's saying he gets me confused with James Harden all the time. And that's this individual. Let's see. Thank you, Spade. What's up with James Harden? Now, I'm not a big sports fan, so I'm going to sound like I am for a second. If anybody here watches basketball, what's up with every time James Harden slams the ball, I almost forgot what it was called, that goes to show you, dunks the ball, he comes down and he checks to see if his nose is bleeding. I've seen a couple compilation videos where he does this over and over and over again. His nose is not fucking bleeding. The chats are on fire right now, which is fantastic. And Nick, you know what? It's kind of funny because I got some Tron with some Binance dust. Oh, you know what? I did want to talk about that. Binance has now applied a new feature to their site called Dust. Basically, if you have a whole bunch of like leftover crypto, it's not enough to actually trade it. You could basically dust them, and you can get, I think it's Binance Coin, BNC. But that's awesome. He got some Tron with that, and it's funny. He's laughing because his wife is Asian, and I'm pretty sure if she's watching, she's probably like, "Who the hell is this racist, bigot, cisgender, redneck son of a bitch? Who the hell is he?" Congratulations to the winners. Thank you again, Spade, for confusing me with James Harden. Nexus has been pretty slow lately. Yes, yeah. And when Tritium, when Lambo. I know you're joking. When Lambo, I want to say in the coming weeks, again, just to revisit what I had said originally about our good friends over there at the Project of Nexus. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Everybody wants to see Tritium. We all know that. Everybody wants to see a mesh network. We all know that. 2018 is going to be a huge year. You can go to our YouTube channel, watch the Deanna Bailey interview we did, and she alludes to the fact that 2018 is going to see more partnerships that she was not able to give an announcement on. A new CEO coming on board, new outreach being done by the team, and development, as always on Tritium, is moving forward. They have released a statement recently, if I remember correctly, alluding to the fact that Tritium is moving forward. They are making progress, but again, they're reluctant to give a date or any kind of hard deadline because they don't want to upset, and I don't blame them. I certainly don't blame them. So when Moon Sir on Lambo, well, you can go to whenmoonsirs.com, which we never purchased. We were supposed to do that a few weeks ago. And you could see that Nexus is completely blank. So I guess it disappeared now. Now we don't have any Nexus. What the fuck happened? What happened? It's loading. Why is it taking so long? God damn it. All right. Anyway, we could check it on Bittrex. Because that's honestly where I trade all my Nexus, or have traded all my Nexus historically. So right now we're looking at a fiat US dollar price of $2.31 for Nexus, 25,000 Satoshis. And we're on a 30-minute chart here if you're watching with me. But you could see, you know what, we're going to go out a little bit. Let's go to an hour just to gain a little more perspective here. You could see that we have been in a beautiful, 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 gorgeous, trust me, a lot of people tell me that it's beautiful. Upward trend. You could pick any fucking point on the chart here, and you could see this arbitrary line I just drew. We are well above it. Now, if I would have drew it up here, we'd be well below it. That's the way technical analysis works, which is why it's so confusing. But Nexus is the shit, my friends. Which is why I mine Nexus, which is a great segue into mining Nexus. Now, let us create a little more room here. I have been mining Nexus since the beginning of the year, the first week of 2018. I had built the computer, the studio computer that we use now. I built... took some parts from my old computer, but basically built an all brand new computer. I have one 1070 Ti, an MSI 1070 Ti, and that's what I'm using to mine Nexus. I'm GPU mining Nexus with the Nexus mining pool, and I want to kind of go over some of my results, some of my experience, and we could kind of paint the picture to see if it was worth it. Now, I don't have calculated the actual cost of the electricity this whole time. The winter has been a bastard up here in Pennsylvania, so my electric costs have been much, much higher. But there's certainly no doubt that running this computer all day long is adding to the cost. But I do have an amp reader on or a wattage meter on the outlet that I'm running the computer through. But that's also going to take into account the monitors if they're on, the mixing board if it's on, anything else that's plugged into the strip is kind of going through that. So I'll tell you right now. Hold on. I'll be right back. I can tell you right now what the wattage is. All right, and I'm back. And you could see, or can you, my lovely little computer down here. It's all white and black computer because that's how I roll, son. 225 watts running through the outlet right now. Again, I don't have the numbers to calculate for you on the actual cost of electricity at this moment, but here's what I will tell you. With one MSI 1070 Ti, since the beginning of 2018 up until now, April 27, 2018, 4 months in, almost, actually, let's just call it 5 months. You could see that I have a pending payment that's going to be coming up soon. So we could say 5 months, and I'll add in this 5 here. Every time you hit a threshold of 5 Nexus on this Nexus mining pool, you'll get an automatic payout to your wallet. Now, when I had first started, you could see down yonder, it was actually crushing it, man. I overclocked the fuck out of my shit, and I was actually seeing a hash rate of 185 mega hashes per second with that 1070 Ti. Now, I'm nerding out a little bit here, so apologize if you're not in tune with what I'm saying. I'm going to bring the chat up just in case we got some interaction. There's a site that shows all-time highs, and Nexus is one of the most losing cryptos. Good, though, to buy more. I'll try to dig it up. Yeah, actually share that link if you could find it in the chat. Have you already called Drop Ill on the show? Nope. Talked about Drop Ill on the show. No, I have not. I don't even know what that is. The Harden pick had me crying. Lee, I appreciate your interaction here. I certainly do. He's been waiting for the dust. We've all been waiting for the dust. That's actually a very good thing to do. All exchanges should be doing that. That's fabulous. Actually, I think KuCoin Exchange does the same thing. When you dust on their exchange, I don't think you necessarily get KuCoin, but you will get other altcoins. I don't know if it's random altcoins. We could look into it together here, but I want to kind of stay on point here for a second. So, going into my mining of Nexus. Now, obviously, I'm mining Nexus because I love Nexus. All right? I don't know much about mining. Doing a little GPU mining. Now, I will say their CPU miner not being worked on. Not worth it to use. It's certainly not going to be profitable. If Nexus goes up in value, what I have here is roughly 105 Nexus that I have mined successfully since the beginning of the year. Now, at today's price, at $2.34. Actually, let's update this because that's probably a little old. $2.29. So we're basically looking at $230 worth of Nexus in today's fiat Nexus value, right? So not enough to pay off even the graphics card, the 1070 Ti. I purchased that 1070 Ti for, I think it was a little bit under $500. Now that same 1070 Ti goes for $600-700. They are coming down in price again a little bit, but I want to say as you see alt season upon us, you're probably going to see a lot more people being interested in mining, and you'll see a run up on those prices as well. So, look, you don't have to buy low on crypto only; buy low on other assets as well. But I have successfully mined 105 Nexus since the beginning of the year. In the beginning, much higher hash rate, difficulty rate much lower. You could see I was getting 5 Nexus payout every 2 to 3 days. Look, January 2nd, January 4th, and then all of a sudden, after those first couple, it went to like every 4 to 5 days. Now you're going to see some bigger gaps in here because early on I wasn't. I think I was overclocking my GPU too much, and it was actually causing my computer to shut off while I was at work or while I was sleeping. So then I would lose like 6, 8, 10 hours, 12 hours of mining where I didn't even realize it wasn't running. I'd come home and I'd see my computer was off. So I had to scale it back a little bit to keep it going. But about every 5 to 6 days, I've been getting a Nexus payment of 5 Nexus. And the most recent one was a pretty big span from the 14th to the 22nd. Now we're looking at the 22nd to probably the 28th. I'll probably get a payment. So we're looking at 6 days. So on average, every week I'm getting 5 Nexus. Now that's nothing to really brag about, I got to tell you. But with one 1070 Ti on a computer that I use for other things, to broadcast a show, to edit video, to do other things that we're not going to discuss right now live on the show. I actually have been successful in not using this computer for porn. Everybody should be happy to hear that. I don't want to jeopardize this computer. So I do old school. I got a bin of Playboys from the 90s, from the mid-90s, back when they still had bushes. And I just kind of revisit some of that shit. Pamela Anderson. I got who was the other one on Baywatch? The brunette equivalent of Pam Anderson. Oh man, I can't remember her name. Hey James. Baywatch brunette. She's super freaking hot. Super hot. Yeah, this one. What the hell is her name? Let's go to the IMDb. I can't move on until I figure this out. Hannibal Buress is on Baywatch? Oh, wait, this is the movie? Get that shit out of my face, man. Get that shit out of my face, man. Who are these fucks? Directors. Cast. Pam Anderson. Oh my God. Why can't Yasmin Bleeth? Fuck. Why was that so difficult? Look at her, man. Smoking. She was the one. Pam Anderson was hot, but Yasmin Bleeth, she was the one. There's no fucking doubt about it. And she was in Basketball, which was an atrocious fucking movie, and she was still the one. Still the one you really want to. All right. I'm going to keep up with my scam segment here. And not necessarily a scam, but scam news. All right? We're going to do a scam segment every week and then a positive story every week. So here's the scam segment of the week. It's CFTC offers a $100,000 bounty to crypto pump and dump whistleblowers. So we're not talking about a specific scam, but we all know that pump and dumps, well, you can make a fuckload of money on them, but apparently the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission doesn't like it. So they have created a bounty to encourage whistleblowers coming forward and exposing pump and dump schemes. Customers should not purchase virtual currencies, digital coins, the CFTC warned, or tokens based on social media tips or sudden price spikes. Thoroughly research virtual currencies, digital coins, tokens, and the companies and entities behind them in order to separate hype from fact. Now, I will agree with this statement. It makes a lot of sense. But I will also say this, although you should not solely base your decisions off of social media. I mean, I guess they're being specific. Social media tips, right? So those are your fucking pump and dump indicators there, or the sudden price spikes. But social media certainly plays a huge part in the research of cryptocurrencies. Twitter's a huge one, Reddit, others, Facebook pages, groups, all of that shit. But the pump and dump bounty is $100,000 for a whistleblower. So if you have original information that leads to a successful enforcement action that leads to monetary sanctions of $1 million or more, you could be eligible for a monetary award of between 10% and 30%. Of what? Of the amount of sanctions? So they're certainly encouraging people to blow the whistle. Here's a whistle. This is a whistle, if you were wondering. You could also whistle with a bottle. You could whistle with your lips. I don't know why they're showing a diagram of a fucking whistle. But they want you to snitch. That's basically what they want. And of course the futures, commodity fucking trading commission wants you to snitch. That's what they're all about, right? Getting you to snitch on your fellow brethren in the crypto market. Now, I would agree that pump and dump schemers, scammers, they got to be ousted. No doubt about it. But also, you're going to have to make decisions for yourself sometimes. And you're going to have to learn the hard way sometimes. But if you watch shows like this or other various crypto fucking shows, then you're going to learn the lessons you need through us. I did all of those stupid decision-making fucking things, going into scams and shit. So, ATH Coin Index, I'm going to check that out, man. Right the F now. So, the CTFC is offering $100,000 for you to rat out a pump and dump scheme. ATH Coin Index. .com. This is actually very interesting. So an all-time high coin index. Let's put in Nexisa. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we come up with. All-time high is $15.86 US. It's currently at 229. All-time high volume, market cap 715 million. Currently at 130 million. Oh, this site is fucking fantastic, dude. This is really, really good. So, historical all-time high data. You know what, man? Thank you. Bravo to you, sir, or ma'am, whatever you are. Moses and I were talking about this like 2 months ago. We wish there was somewhere where you could see all the all-time highs. Now, this isn't taking every single... Oh, I see what... Okay. It makes sense to me. I'm not even showing it to you. Why do I keep doing it? All right. This is the site. Now, let me catch you up to speed again because I'm completely a retarded person right now. Alltimehighcoinindex.com. Thank you, my friend. Again, fabulous. Now, we're looking at Nexus. So, the all-time high, the ultimate all-time high, price-wise, was on January 6th of this year at $15.86. The day before it hit the previous all-time of $14.23, and you could see the day before 9, so you saw the run-up there. You saw that run-up. But before that, the highest was $4.43 in December. Now, let's view all. Let's see what happens. How far back does it go? I guess that is all. Nope, that's not all of it. Here we go. Let's go back to January 25th. No, you know what? Let's go back 3 years exactly to the day. The all-time high of Nexus was less than a penny. Fuck. If you would have invested $1,000 into Nexus 3 years ago today, and then you would have sold it on January 6th, wowzers. You would have made yourself a fuck ton of money, my friends. A fuck ton of money. Which is fabulous. Fabulous. Let's go back to the overall view here. I want to compare against some other coins here. So Bitcoin, if you don't know, this is nice, man. This is actually really awesome. All-time high was 20,000. Now, what exchange was that on? Was that on Bitfinex that it reached that all-time high? This doesn't tell you what exchange, huh? And I wonder what exchanges this is taking into account. I wonder. I certainly wonder. You know, the other thing I didn't really notice or I want to actually do on Nexus. Let's do it. Let's do it. I want to switch this to BTC. Yeah. So here's the difference, and this is a very good way to illustrate this point of always being concerned with Satoshi value. If you're looking at the fiat, the 6th of this year, $15, almost $16, all-time high for Nexus, hands down, pants down. But if you still would have purchased Nexus on this day here, September 14th of last year, the all-time high in Satoshi value, and then sold it at the all-time high on fiat value, you actually would have lost a whole fuckload of Bitcoin. Now, if you would have cashed that out and back into fiat right away, you would have still made money. All right. But if you were holding in Bitcoin, you would have made money. So this is actually a really just another tool, another way to illustrate the importance of being aware of that relationship between fiat and Bitcoin. Whatever your fiat is compared to your Bitcoin. So that's great. This is cool, man. This is really good snapshot in time so you can kind of see the all-time highs here versus the current prices and then the percentage from the all-time highs. So going back down, where is Nexus at on this list? Does it tell you what the number is if you just punch it in here? It doesn't tell you what it is on in order on the list. So let's just travel through the list. Let's view all. Thank you again, my friend. I'm going to go back to the chat for a second while I search this. There's another site like this, but you forgot it. Z Classic. What a move. Yeah, Z Classic, man. You know, I never purchased any Z Classic. What are some hidden ones that you guys have bought that just never popped, man? Never popped. That maybe you're still holding. I mean, I told you I bought Civic back when there was still a lot of hype on Civic, but I bought it at the tippity-toppity, man. HTML coin never popped? Yeah, you know what? Moses, that was actually Moses' shitcoin pick of the week a few months ago or a few weeks ago. HTML coin. Yep. Now, I'm still looking to see where Nexus lies on this list just because I want to put it into some sort of context here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Since Moses has a kid now, I don't have any friends. Congratulations again to the Flows family on their brand new baby boy born 3 days ago. And they went home today, which is fantastic. Where the fuck it? Wow, man. You know, I'm looking, and I still haven't come up to it. You know why? Because why don't you use technology to your advantage? You can't do control find on a website, on a web page. All right, never mind. Never mind. Counterparty, that's one that I got. Nexus was higher than 1586. I don't know, man, because that's what I saw it at. I saw it in the 15s. Everybody was saying it was 16s, but I didn't see it up that high. You know, it was another good one that I bought. Trig, which is revolves around their project revolves around smart gun technology. I had purchased that. You know what? I'm gonna pull it up here. I'm not gonna give you specific numbers, or maybe I will, because who gives a shit? Qtum, if you were here earlier, Qtum was a very good trade for me. I made several thousand in fiat on that. Of course, I didn't cash anything out. Everything's still in crypto, in Bitcoin. Trig, which is currently at like $1.45. I had purchased enough trig to have a master node. I think you needed 1,500 trig to get a master node, and the technology was looking very promising. Now, I'm here in the States, huge on Second Amendment, own many guns, couldn't even tell you how many I own. I mean, I don't own that many. It's not like 100, it's not like 50. You know, definitely not. It's not even a dozen, but I own more than I could shoot with my hands and my feet, right? But you know, I don't even really necessarily agree with smart gun technology, but I see it as an inevitable technology that will grow, especially as propaganda gets pushed out here in the States with mass shootings and assault rifles, quote unquote. Even though now you have London, their fucking homicide rate is higher than New York City for the first time in history. And what does the fucking prime minister do? Whoever the hell he is, Khan. He does a knife program to hand in your fucking knives because now people are getting stabbed out the ass because okay, they can't have guns, but now look, man, a violent criminal, a piece of shit, a crazy person, they're gonna do whatever they want to do, and they're gonna use whatever they got to use to hurt people. So you take away the guns, now you're giving people the inability to defend themselves. So criminals are still gonna find a way to get guns. They're gonna buy them illegally, but now legal citizens can't defend themselves, right? Let's say they can't get their hands on a gun. The system's just that fucking great. Nobody can get any guns. Well, you still got knives. You still got hammers. You still got swords. You still got fucking forks, rocks, cars, vans. You know what I'm saying? Airplanes. They're gonna find a way to do it. Violent people will hurt others any way possible. That's what they'll do. All right. So I saw Trig as a very good investment opportunity, and it was. I was buying it below $1. I bought a lot of it around $1, $1.10. I bought some at 86 cents. I even bought some at $7. But I wound up cashing out. Let's switch over to Satoshi value. All of those were like, I bought a lot at 5,000 Satoshi, 9,000 Satoshi, under 10,000 Satoshis. And then my first sell, because remember, I had 1,500, enough for a master node. The master node for Trig looked very promising as far as the payouts were concerned. You were going to be able to stake essentially and acquire their version of gas. I guess it would be ammo, they were calling it. And it looked very, very promising. But for this reason, the way they were promoting it, Bittrex delisted them. And I sold off. I don't remember the date they got delisted, but I sold on the 3rd and the 5th of January this year. Look, I was buying in at 5,000 Satoshis. I sold at 40,000 Satoshis, 30,000 Satoshis. So I made a good amount of Bitcoin. I made about 0.3 Bitcoin profit on Trig. Now, Trig is down in the fucking dumps. I'll probably never invest in Trig again. Qtum, still very enticing to invest in. Let's see what some of you guys are saying. You saw a $17 handle on your Bittrex account? I don't know, man. I didn't see 17. Maybe 16. I do remember that, but 15 seems... Now, I wonder where they're pulling this data from. So they might not be pulling it. Just build an 80% weapon. Yeah. You know, or you could just fucking print your own. Which, you know what? I didn't even realize until fairly fucking recently that you could print your own gun with no serial. Like, you could have a gun with no serial number on it. Perfectly legal here in the States. But you can't sell it. You wouldn't be able to sell it or hand it off to anybody because it doesn't have a serial number. But you would be able to own it. They have Ghost Gun is one of the companies. I just use a grenade. Yeah. Fuck, man. Yeah, speaking of which, I know somebody who he was like, "Hey, man, I get my hands on a grenade. You want to throw that off?" I'm like, "Yo, do not bring a grenade to my house." I'm like, "I am very interested, but don't bring it here. We'll find a place where we can throw a grenade." And in the Pennsylvania region, I'm not sure throwing a grenade is a wise idea, but we'll see. What else we got in the chatting? Hoogans. What is Nebulous? Seems like a good coin in the Google of blockchain. Oh, it wants to be the Google of blockchain? That's interesting. I'm still going down this this list here. Now, I did stop to rant, but I am going down this list, and I still have not come around to Nexus. Oh, wait. Duh. Stupid. 122 on this list. So it is down 85% from its all-time high right now, which is certainly something. Litecoin Cash. This is still a fucking thing? Now, Litecoin Cash is not endorsed by Litecoin in the least. It got up to 775. That is very interesting. Hey, I want to switch gears for a second. Thank you for the site. I actually really appreciate it. I want to go to a positive story here, a positive crypto story, because I want to maintain this segment as well. I'm usually going to pull these from Reddit because it seems like this is where you're going to get the most personable stories. This one's entitled, I Quit Smoking. I Now Use the Money Saved to Buy Crypto, which is an excellent idea. This is Juicy Spark, the Redditor. I made my first investment into crypto late February, early March of 2017, like many other people right around the same time I did, a little earlier to me. I made another smaller investment right before the Bitcoin fork in August. Being a crypto trader has taught me a lot about investing. It had made me better at money management. It has made me better at sensing bullshit when researching. Very true. Most importantly, it has taught me how to acquire something that I want without spending face value. For example, if I really want to put $100 into 2 cryptos but only have the leverage to get one, I instead swing trade with 100 until I double it, so now I have what I need. It's taught me a lot. However, last month I really wanted to dump $1,000 into a mid-cap alt. The only problem is I always refuse to use money to buy back in. So I quit cigarettes. I quit buying lottery tickets. I cut down smoking weed by 75%. Sacrifices, my friends. I pack my lunch now. Oh, fuck. This dude's brown bagging it so he can get the crypto he needs. After a month, I saved $1,276. The alt I wanted is now up about 25%. I overachieved the amount I wanted to save, so now I can buy the same amount I originally wanted 1 month ago. Fantastic. I never knew I was wasting so much money with my bad habits. I always figured in my head I was spending about $600 a month. I guess when you have money to spend, you really don't understand how much you waste. Americans waste a lot of money. This is probably the realest fucking statement I've ever seen. I think I'm going to reach out to this individual. That is such a real fucking statement, and I have this problem too. Look, I'm not swimming in white linen over here. I have a pretty well-paying job, but of course I got my expenses. We got the mortgage. We're getting married this year. We're working. I'm building an art room for my fiance, converting one of the rooms into an art room. I want to convert one of my garages. Yes, one of my garages. That's right. I'm the top 1%. One of my garages into the new podcast studio. In order to do that, though, I need to get a shed big enough to hold my riding mower and all my yard shit, which my fiance just cannot comprehend why I need this when I have 3 garages. But you certainly, I think when you have a little bit of a cushion, this statement rings so fucking true with me. I guess when you have money to spend, you really don't understand how much you waste. Now, think about just packing a lunch. I started doing this a while ago, but then I fell off. I could eat at my job for about $8 to $10 every single day, 5 days a week. All right, so let's just say $50. Let's round it up. $200 a month I'm spending on lunch. When my fiance is going food shopping every other Friday, I certainly could have leftovers, certainly could make something here from the house and bring it with me. She's spending the money anyway. Why do I got to spend more money? Makes a lot of sense. That's another $200 right there, just completely being wasted. Now I'm feeding myself, but completely being wasted. That $200 you could roll into crypto. Excellent. Cutting down smoking weed by 75% if you happen to smoke weed. This is probably not a viable option for you, for most weed smokers, but I can only imagine how much money that equates to for this individual. Buying the lottery tickets. Now, this is a good one. I think most people would like to say that investing into crypto is like playing the lottery, but it's really not true. And if we revisit what he initially said, being a crypto trader has taught me a lot about investing, made me better at money management, has made me better at sensing bullshit when researching. And then most importantly, acquire something that I want without spending face value. So buying lottery tickets is a surefire way to just throw your money away. Now, you can't win if you don't play, so if you're looking to win the lottery, then you got to play, I guess. But the chances of you winning the lottery, we're talking millions to 1. Are you going to have a Lambo in the studio? Let me tell you something, Stacy. If I start taking your fucking TA advice, I might get a Lambo in the studio. The Lambo is going to be a Matchbox car, and I'm going to have to set it up. Why didn't the camera change? So perfectly right here, so that way it looks like it's full size. And of course, hold up. You know what? My son had a little race car down here. I could have tested it out. But as of right now, no Lambo is going to be in there. Yes. What do you like? Yeah, Qdom is really cheap from the all-time high. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like backtracking on your shit here. Back to this guy's story though. This is excellent portrayal of how crypto could really improve your life. Actually, I want to continue reading because there's some pretty good points here. Lottery tickets I didn't spend much on, maybe $50 a month, but hey, that's $600 a year, and there's no freaking way that I'm going to win the lottery. Even the Cash 5, which usually only pays out $150,000, is 1,000,000 to 1 odds. You have far better odds making a good trade than you do winning the Cash 5. Not only that, that will get taxed worse than crypto in New Jersey. It's really only $75,000. Pretty shitty odds for what I make in a year with overtime. Exactly. So you're going to spend $600. You're throwing it away. I have a craving for cigarettes every once in a while. So instead, I do a few push-ups every time I need a cigarette, and I post about crypto on Reddit, Twitter, and Facebook. Writing down my thoughts and experiences on Reddit has really helped me kick my cravings. So every week, I made a pact with myself to spend 50% of what I save to buy crypto. And get this, someone tried to send FUD my way when I told them what I did with the money I saved. You did a good move by quitting smoking, but a worse move by using that money to buy crypto. At least you're actually getting something out with cigarettes. Pfft, are you fucking kidding me? I swear that was actually said, but that comment speaks for itself. Incredible. You know what? I'm going to I don't even know if I have a Reddit account. I'm going to have to make a Reddit account. And I'm going to reach out to Juicy Spark here. This is an excellent fucking story. And this is exactly what crypto has been doing for people all around the fucking globe, my friends. All around the globe, my friends. So welcome here to Crypto and Chat. It's 9:44. Do you know where your parents are at? Oh, wrong fucking side. Wrong side here. So that's the positive story segment of the week. Back to all-time highs. Yeah, man, we're definitely on a run-up here. We're definitely going to be on a run-up here pretty soon. Look, I mean, here's the spiel. Let's sort this out. Down 100% from their all-time high. E-dinar coin. That's got to be a shit coin if you ever fucking heard of one. E-dinar coin? EDR? Let's go here. Let's see if we can find it. E-dinar coin. What the fuck is this? Let's go to the website. E-dinar coin is down at least 100% from their all-time. You see what I see? Their all-time high, $2,800. They're valued at 2 cents right now. eDinar Wallet Android allows you to manage your coins without storing the full-size units of the chain on your cell phone to help you save free space on your data carrier and allows you to take your coins wherever you go. I'm assuming that Why? How? Wow. How do you go from $2,800 to 2 cents if you didn't scam people? You know what I'm saying? Like, the only way I see that happen is if that was like a tried and tested scam. Let's search again from the all-time high. Exorum, Dick's Asset is down 100% from their all-time high. DigiQ, Poly AI, LL Token, BTOC, Vcash, not to be confused with Bcash, although performing just as well. GBC Gold Coin. Man, we got some shit coins on our hands here. You want to find the best shit coins, go to this site, search by all-time high and percentage, and this is what you get. Credence Coin, Roulette Token, Sedgwick 2X. Oh, boy. Down to $1. Wow. Where's BitConnect Coin in all this mess? BitConnect. There it is. Only down 99%. Look at it. It's still worth $1. Not bad. Not bad. I got like $4 floating around somewhere then. Very interesting. Very interesting site. That's a good site, though, if you want to get a good fucking view on how crazy shit is. Let's go back to the chat. Let's bring you guys back into the talk here, and then I think maybe we'll probably wrap it up a little bit. Cloudcoin, CLD, quantum resistance as well. Now, I think that's where you're going to see a lot of people going into projects that offer quantum resistance that are essentially just built for the future. Again, Nexus is one of those that's built for the future. On-chain scaring. With the 3D blockchain, with the mesh network, with the quantum resistance, it's just built for the future. Yo, Salvi, what's up, bro? DVRS. Oh, Spade, I forgot, man. Spade gave me the best shitcoin pick of the week. Is it on? Man, Spade coin's not even on Coin Market Cap, huh? Spade has a coin. Spade, explain to us how we get your fucking coin, man. We want some Spade coin. I think you need a Waves address. I don't have any Waves. I don't know what that means. Mike Salvi's in the house, yo. Hey, Mike, I'm going to be cutting the clips from our episode, Flappy Coin. Yeah, we talked about Flappy Coin with Nick Wright. And I want to pull that up, not to get sidetracked so fucking easily. Flappy Coin. Flappy Coin. Up like what? Oh man, we were on point with our analysis. Let's go into the month view. Flappy Coin goes up and down like the dodo bird. Whoa. Oh, you sent me I'll get to it in a second, Spade. It goes up and down. When I was talking with Nick Wright, which was somewhere around here or here. Maybe it was here. I think it was the 19th. We were looking prime for a run-up, and I missed the run-up completely. You could buy that on KuCoin, I think, or Trade Satoshi. Trade Satoshi. So Flappy Bird is up 900%. Woo! From one fucking Satoshi to 66. Or excuse me, to whatever this is in Bitcoin. I can't even say. All right. It's a 900. Are you holding Flappy Coin? Get a Waves wallet. The hell is wrong with you? I don't have a Waves wallet. Always short gay coin. Always short gay coin. Gay money. What is up with this? Let's look at gay money. Gay money in the house. Let's go to the website, which is probably a horrible idea. Proud Money is the first cryptocurrency built for the LGBT community by the LGBT community. And you could see that there is some sort of smoke coming in with Proud Money. Block time is 60 seconds. Block size is 50 megabytes. Interest 20% annually. And there's 10 billion max coins, 50% locked to support LGBT community. So what's the point of this fucking coin, though? Meet our team. Alex Adenopoulos, super gay. George Lewin, super gay. Now, I never trust it when you got the avatar instead of just your picture. At least this dude had the balls to put his picture up there. These other homos, they didn't even fucking put their own picture up there. Get 10 Proud reward. Get your own Proud Money t-shirt for only $20 USD and get 10 Proud reward. Why wouldn't you want them to pay with it with your crypto? I got to tell you, I'm not feeling this fucking coin at all. And it's not because I'm a cisgender male. Look, the smoke is coming. Let's look at About Proud. Let's just try to find out what it is. The visionary and LGBT activist Mr. Lewin launched Gaycoin in 2014, a cryptocurrency similar to Bitcoin, but just gayer, to act as a borderless digital economy medium for the LGBT worldwide community. Horrified by the news of human rights abuses and war crimes against the LGBT population in Chechnya, Mr. Lewin looked to a non-traditional way of promoting LGBT activism in a real and tangible way. The underlying mission of this project is to administer a pre-established self-sustaining philanthropic... That's not how you say that. Philanthropic fund committed by providing endowments, very well endowed, I might add, for LGBT rights groups and individuals as well as HIV/AIDS awareness. Took a sad turn. Research and support. Much better. So I'm not really sure what the whole point of the fucking Gaycoin is. But if you look at Gaycoin, it's worth about a penny. Almost 2 pennies now. And let's see what the social media is saying about it. Guess what? Nothing. There are no tweets from Gay Money World. None. So you could say that it's highly inactive. You could only buy it on the gayest crypto exchange that there is, Cryptopia. It all makes sense. It all makes sense now. There's 5 billion gays in circulation. This is fucking rich. There's 5 billion gays in supply. Total supply of 5 billion gays right now. And I mean, but there's only a $205 USD volume in gays. There's no circulating supply, apparently. There has been no action on this since last summer. Last summer seemed to be real hot on Gaycoin. But over the winter, Gaycoin doesn't perform well. Heading into the summer months, we may see some action. So you may actually want to look into investing into Gaycoin. It's certainly at an all-time fucking low. Certainly at an all-time low. Gay fucking money. The gayest money you could have is pesos. It's super colorful. I wish I had some down here. I go to the DR kind of often. I'm actually going to be going back to the DR this year. That's the Dominican Republic. They accept Bitcoin. Hey, Mike Salvi, you want to go to DR, man? I got a bachelor party. Anybody here in the crypto world want to go to Dominican Republic for my bachelor party? Hit me up, man. Let's fucking do it. Stick a giant green dildo on the chart. Yeah, all of these... I mean, if you really zoom in, all of these spikes here, all of these spikes are very phallic. Look at this phallic peak. This is when it hit an all-time high of 2 cents. Gaycoin. You know what's fucked up? If somebody had a hetero coin, we'd be up in arms, wouldn't we? I didn't mean to do that. We'd be up in arms. All up in gay arms. Scam seg. If I go to DR, I ain't leaving. Yo, me too, man. Me too. I'm saying it's my bachelor party. It's my escape. They accept Bitcoin down there in the DR. So we could spend Bitcoin. There's no doubt about it. Hey, look, I'm being serious. If you want to go, it's going to be in August. It's actually going to be the weekend of my birthday. So it's going to be a double doozy. It's going to be birthday bash. We're getting a villa out in Puerto Plata. There's going to be like 5 or 6 of us, it looks like, so far. And the only thing is the plane tickets are outrageous right now. Although you could buy plane tickets with crypto too. So I actually might do that just to not hit my bank account with it. So, yeah, I think we covered everything we needed to cover today. We talked about Nexus mining. Moses had a baby. Oh, you know what I did want to mention? There actually was recently some Nexus scams being promoted on Twitter. There were a whole bunch of accounts that had very similar spellings to Nexus, but they were different, and they were all scam accounts. And they were promoting this Ethereum giveaway. You send me 0.1 Ethereum, and you can get up to 1 Ethereum back kind of thing. Be aware. Nexus will never promote some sort of fucking scam like that. Nexus will give away Nexus. The community will give away Nexus. We'll give away Nexus. We will shill the fuck out of Nexus. But we are certainly not scam you. Ask anybody who won Nexus from us. Everybody gets paid. All right? Mike Salvi got paid. We all get paid. The only one's not getting paid, this guy. And Moses. The guy that's supposed to be over there. He's not getting paid either. I do want to round this gay-ass show out. Not with Gaycoin, but with some news. Because I think it's important that we discuss reality, not just crypto. And the reality is this. There's a lot going on in the world right now recently, which gave people a whole lot to be worried about. The strikes in Syria, the propaganda of the chemical attacks in Syria, Iran. If you live in America, there's plenty to be worried about as far as foreign policy is concerned. Whether you love him or you hate him, you're certainly entertained by him. President Trump has done something that not anybody else in my lifetime, president-wise, has been able to do. And we'll see how it plays out. I'm not saying that everything is 100% legit, but when you look at recent news from the Koreas, North Korea, South Korea, for the first time in history, a North Korean dictator, call it what it is, or anybody, passed over the demarcation line. Have passed from the north into the south. And the United States apparently will also be discussing some diplomatic resolutions with North Korea. Now, we'll see what happens. If you research these types of things with North Korea, they've, in the past, when Clinton was president, I think it was Clinton or maybe it was Bush Sr., sent Madeleine Albright over there to talk to this guy's dad, Kim Jong-il, and things just never seem to hold up, right? Ceasefires, shit like that, never seem to hold up. The Korean War is the forgotten war, they say, but the Korean War has been going on between the North and the South ever since. So now they finally met and signed off agreeing to end the Korean War. Now, does that mean that it's all over, it's all said and done? No. This could all be a sham wow. It could all be fucking nothing. But it certainly is good. And I like to kind of talk about these things because I want to know if these things have an effect on the markets, the stock markets, the crypto markets, commodities. What is the effect? and of course, this is a crypto show, so we're going to talk about the crypto markets. What is the effect, if any, that news like this has on the market? Does it have any effect on the market at all? I don't know. I'm asking you. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I think you would have to open up trade. They're talking about denuclearizing the peninsula. They're saying no more war. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. North Korean state media were silent Saturday, a day after the leaders of the two Koreas met and vowed to remove nuclear weapons from the peninsula and work toward a formal end to the Korean War. Despite the bold declaration, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and South Korean President Moon failed to provide any new measures on a nuclear standoff that has captivated and terrified millions. Now, obviously, it's in their best interest, I say, on both sides, the North and the South, to resolve this once and for all. Trump tweeted on Friday, Korean War to end, and said the U.S. should be very proud of what is now taking place in Korea. Now, President Moon did give praise to Trump and basically saying that he was responsible for kind of persuading Kim Jong-un to the table. And, I mean, are you going to say that he didn't? He kind of fucking did, right? So what effect, if any, does news like this have on the crypto market? Does it have any effect? Could it ever have any effect? This kind of thing. I mean, when we talk about war and peace, obviously war is a money generator and it swallows money at the same time. I mean, it swallows life way more than it swallows money, but does this have an effect? Stacy says absolutely. North Korea is the most abundant natural resources. They want to be in WTO to save their failing economy. The World Trade Organization. Neblio Solidarity. Neblio? The fuck is Neblio? You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. Next generation. Oh, man. You guys still pushing this Neblio? Nebly.io? Oh, shitcoin. Shitcoin. Pick of the week from Salvia's Neblio. Although it's somebody else's shitcoin, hitcoin pick of the week. Yeah, I think this would have an effect. Do they smoke crazy weed in North Korea? I don't think they do. I wouldn't think they'd be allowed to smoke crazy weed. They probably smoke crazy fucking opium. I would think they have probably large opium dens. U.S. flies B-52 bombers over South China Sea. North Korea says summit will be a new milestone. Kim meeting should be quite something, Trump says, I believe. So we got something going on here. What you're seeing missing, from the fucking news is this. The media here in America not talking about Trump. I don't want to say he made this happen, but he's the guy in the fucking office. Now, if Obama was still in office, you better believe people would be like, oh my God, what a great thing he's doing. What a great thing he's doing. The diplomatic resolutions are amazing, never before. But with Trump, we're still talking about Stormy Daniels and Russian collusion for some reason. We're talking a little bit about Kanye West now, but we're mostly talking about the same old garbage. The same old garbage. So it just goes to fucking show you that the mainstream media is still at their fucking antics. They're never going to allow any true positivity ring through. Never going to fucking happen, right? But this is all good news. This is all good news, and I would have to think it's good news for the crypto economy as well. I would say this. I would say there would be a case to be made for the opposite argument. That war would equally create, if not more so, create a booming crypto market. You know, as World War III sets off, as mass war sets off, like people have never seen? Do they start flocking to crypto? Do they start transferring their fiat money? You know, start fucking emptying out these banks? And I'm sorry, I started reading the chat and I totally got fucking confused. Are we going to see people exiting the mainstream financial systems and fleeing into the markets with war? I think there's a case to be made for that. I certainly would say that that's a fucking possibility. Could the case be made that peacetime would create a booming crypto market? Sure, you could probably make the argument that during peace times, the individual, the citizens like us, are not worried about these kind of news cycles of war and propaganda because they're not existent now. And, you know, in peace times, you're focused more on living your life, kind of buying things, you know, just having fun, you know, raising your family, you know, purchasing your house, you know, paying off your house, whatever it might be, trying to better your life as a whole, just living your life, you know. I would say there would be a case to be made for that as well. With that being said, I guess there's a case to be made on both ends. So whatever fucking happens, let's see what this fucking... I bet you it's a troll, only because we've never seen him before here. Hannity and Tucker Carlson are fake news, covering up the Bush heroin trade in the USA, trainload after trainload, all with Jewish mob Don Larry Mizzle in Denver. Get real news at stewweb.com. I don't even know what to say about that. I guess everything's about the fucking... I lost weight? Nah, man, I got a new camera, so it looks like I lost weight. Yeah, man, I like reading the trolls sometimes. Look, I'm Jewish, man, so... Yeah, and I'm not going to be offended by this meaningless fucking commentary here. I would say this. All news is fake news. I do like how Fox News always says, and then the mainstream media, like referring to CNN and MSNBC and all these fucking other news organizations as mainstream media, as if they're not the mainstream media. Like, you can't just turn a little bit to the side and pretend like you're not who you previously were. That, I will say, 100% is a bunch of fucking BS. But you know, as a whole, man, I don't really trust any of those news outlets, including Fox News. But I also don't think that the Jews fucking run the world. I mean, if all Jews ran the world, I'd be one hell of a disappointment to the Jewish family. I certainly fucking will. Shill some beard products. You got to be using them. I use 0 beard products, my friends. 0 beard products in this lovely beard here. I do have many beard oils, beard waxes, things of the nature. I don't really use them. Sometimes I'll use a beard oil, but they're piney. You know, you smell like a fucking pine cone after you use that shit. I'd be more than willing to shill some beard products. I mean, we need sponsors on this show because we need to upgrade our outreach. We need to be able to promote and boost promotions, even using the fucking fascist book promotions. But honestly, we make 0 money with this show. I make 0, nothing. As you can imagine, I make absolutely nothing. Our Nexus that Axiom has, we give that shit away. Now, I will say, I haven't given away any Nexus in the past couple weeks. I give away some to Nick Wright when he was on as an impromptu co-host, but I have put no chemicals, only juices and berries. What I do like to do is crack a coconut open every once in a while and just rub it on my beard. Beard coin should be a thing. Is beard coin a thing? Let's find out. Beard coin is not a thing. Not on CoinMarketCap anyway. All right, it's 10 o'clock. We're in overtime now. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? You know what I think we should do? I think we should just journey through the internet together. I'm going to open up the old I'm going to open up the chat on my phone so I can keep in touch with you guys while I do this. What the fuck is all that? Let's take a little journey through the internet. Hey, who saw Super Troopers 2? I heard it was awesome, but I have not seen it. You know what we could do? We could fucking journey through other people's live feeds that are doing way better than me. Look at this. This is so sad. 6 watching. 4,000 watching. New Q. Question everything. Timing important. We the People. This is actually a really cool channel. I actually watch this sometimes. The Bleacher Report. Who's on the Bleacher Report? Who gives a fuck who's on the Bleacher Report? I don't even watch sports. I say. All right, we're not going to do this. Tripping with Triple E. Is Taylor Swift a lizard person? I don't know. Leave Taylor Swift alone. All right? Taylor Swift is smoking. She looks like a little mouse. Oh, hey. This. If anybody watches the Joe Rogan Experience, you need to watch the cartoons. This fucking shit right here, I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get flagged for playing his videos. These cartoons, these animated cartoons, fucking funny, man. They're the funniest things ever. You got to watch this one, A Moment in Mexico, with Brendan Schaub. Excellent. All right, we're going to start closing shit out here and wrapping this beast up. Congratulations to these individuals for this week's Nexus Community Giveaway. They all won 35 Nexus each. That's a total of 175 Nexus. More will be given away next week. Faux show. Let's move this chart back up to a day I think we originally had it on. Just so we could see, so we could smell what the rock is cooking here. What the fuck? All right. Yep. Look at us. Over the next 1, 2, 3 days. Over the next 3 to 5 days, actually, just like Stacy was saying, keep an eye on the charts because that's where we're going to see if we're going to break through this this trend line, or we are going to follow it down. So this is actually really nice, and we seem to have a pretty good support now at about $9,000 for Bitcoin. So we may not see it drop below this that much in the very, very near future. Back to Nexus, because without Nexus, you're sexist. That's why I couldn't see it. What the fuck? Why the hell did it zoom in like this? Holy shit. All right, fuck it. Fuck it. Qdom, Litecoin, they're all good buys. Buy them. Don't take my advice for shit. All right, that's all we got for this week's show, I think, unless any of you fuckers got something to say about it. We'll bring up the chat one last time, and then I'm going to wrap this beast up because, honestly, I just want to chill. Just want to relax, man. Jews with fake news. Jews with fake news. Hey, we should call it Jews fake. Actually, Jews News is already a fake news site. We could call it Jews News, but we spell it with O's instead of spelling it the right way. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out. Any Joey Diaz one? The one, the Booger one? The Booger and the Champ? Fucking classic. Everybody needs to go watch those goddamn things. Nico, thank you for saying I lost weight. I actually did not lose any weight. Actually, no, I did. That's a lie. I lost about 5 pounds, but I've been getting really not committed. Actually, this Sunday I'm going to do an episode of Cardio and Chat, which I live stream on my personal Facebook page, Seymour Mac, and I'm actually going to have a friend of mine joining me. She actually does a little live streaming every once in a while, kind of motivating people to try new diets and all this thing. So she tried something very recently. She actually had some pretty good results. So I'm going to have her on. We do a live stream. I'm doing cardio. I'm on the stepper. I think she said she's going to be walking. And we're just going to shoot the shit. We're going to talk about, what motivates her and how you kind of get over those humps where you'll do good for a few days and then you'll wind up just snacking out like a bastard, like I'll probably do tonight. Forget promoting Nexus. You're not good for the brand. Yeah, I know I'm not good for the brand. You know why? Because I'm too fucking real. I'm not good for anybody brand. When will Flows be back? Flows will probably be back. I want to say it won't be for probably a few weeks. I am going to make sure that I have some guests on with me, though, in the coming weeks. I honestly just didn't really feel like planning anything for this week. So in the coming weeks, I'll have Salvi back on because we had a fucking blast. I'll have Nick Wright back on. Stacy, actually, if you want to come on next week or one of these weeks, just let me know. You can come on. We'll shoot the shit. Maybe you're a lot better for the brand than I am. Whatever. Yeah, Jews aren't good for brands, apparently. So we'll have News Earth Administration back. I want to say this is probably the same stupid fuck that troll us all the time, but with the other UN Consulate General Cygnus from the Slack, most likely. You're not good for the brand, sir, and you're not good for the New Earth Administration. So, yep, thank you guys for joining in. Check us out on our YouTube channel, Corrected Axiom, Facebook, Corrected Axiom, Twitter, Corrected Axiom, Slack, not Corrected Axiom. Where else? I don't know, man. Just look up fucking Corrected Axiom. You can look up Moses Flows on SoundCloud, on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube. You can look up myself, Seymour Mac, or Doc Risk on all of the aforementioned. You're a great Mac for Nexus. Thank you, sir. All of the aforementioned social media outlets, and check out my stuff as well. We're going to ride out to a little music. Wrong tab. We're going to ride out to a little music here.
Throwback.
And this is a throwback. Me and Moses from like circa 2005.
Everybody be calling themselves rappers.
Thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in. I will see you next week. Congratulations to Moses and Mrs. Flows on the brand new baby boy.
Yo, tell him right now, I ain't a rapper, I'm an MC. Don't get it twisted. A rapper is a gimmick. An MC is gift. Representing for the money. I want money too. The only difference is I earn mine for speaking the truth. I ain't a rapper, I'm an MC. Don't get it twisted. A rapper is a gimmick. An MC is gift. Representing for the money. Man, I want money too. The only difference is I earn mine for speaking the truth. It's a damn shame. My campaign steal your fan base. Block you from shining bright like a lampshade. You're just a bad face, shitty handmade material. Chop me from the top like fan blades. You ain't original, you damn fake. Flat style like a pancake, a rip off like a band-aid. Out the grips like a handshake. Your story's like a beachfront house in PA. Your shit is man-made. How the fuck you even stand straight when your Pinocchio nose is seems to grow just as big as handbrake? And how the fuck could you demand pay when you know that those flows gross no more than minimum wage? You cat circle same stories like you spin in a maze. While my rhymes from my tongue hot like cinnamon taste. Shift to critical stage when I spit in your face. Body boiling hot like there's piss in your veins. I ain't a rapper, I'm an MC. Don't get it twisted. A rapper is a gimmick. An MC is gift. Rappers in it for the money. Man, I want money too. The only difference is I earn mine for speaking the truth. I ain't a rapper, I'm an MC. Don't get it twisted. A rapper is a gimmick. An MC is gift. Rappers in it for the money. Man, I want money too. The only difference is I earn mine for speaking the truth.
With a wicked tongue, I bring my vision like I'm giving blood. Can't give enough for the beat my heart pumps. Y'all don't want what? You don't want it with the devil. I'll bring damnation like I'm leaving heaven level. You're a fucking pebble, and I'm a mountain of a man. And I'm gapping yo a man like you don't piss while you stand. Go and just sit down, let the took your knees out. For you to spit real and take pulling teeth out. Go and peace out, cause there ain't no peace now. Got your shook from my hook like my pen's a piece now. Y'all don't speak loud, yo just mumble through a verse. Just waiting to be buried like you rolling in a hearse. You ain't worth dirt, I just scraped off my shoes. I'm you fools like late breaking news, not a patient dude. I'm known to be on edge, but I'll kill you softly like a muzzle gun to your head.
I ain't a rapper, I'm an MC. Don't get it twisted. A rapper is a gimmick, an MC is gifted. A rapper's in it for the money, man. I want money too. The only difference is I earn mine for speaking the truth. I ain't a rapper, I'm an MC. Don't get it twisted. A rapper is a gimmick, an MC is gifted. A rapper's in it for the money, man. I want money too. The only difference is I earn mine for speaking the truth. Truth be told, you must know that we're crazy guys. Why you look the other way like a set of lazy eyes? We ain't playing, motherfucker, so you better stay in line. And you get 86 quick like 3 from 89. For 365, the top is where I claim my 20. That's 345 ways of making money. Since 83 in Queens, when Sunnyside was sunny, I roamed like a cell phone or the Energizer Bunny. You lame dummies, fuckers know that it ain't funny. Wrapped up in this shit like your toilet paper money. You act crazy, but you ain't made for something. Nothing act up or act tough and get cracked like lobster stomach. I fill the holes like a mobster gunning, but you drop dead like a million miles and running. Y'all imposters like Mexican pasta lunches. DOL plays the beats like a Rasta drummer. I ain't a rapper, I'm an MC. Don't get it twisted. A rapper is a gimmick, an MC is gift. Rappers in it for the money, man. I want money too. The only difference is I earn mine for speaking the truth. I ain't a rapper, I'm an MC. Don't get it twisted. A rapper is a gimmick, an MC is gift. Rappers in it for the money, man. I want money too. The only difference is I earn mine for speaking the truth.
Even on that train, never to return again. This world, there's always something someone's running from.
So keep running.
We never change.
And we never change.
Till we point the blame.
Till we point that blame.
Trying to pass the pain that we ourselves are running from.
Melodramatic, still ladder with a pad and a pen. Paint pictures that blend ink, blot style, pretend. You sound mono, I'm a stereo desperado. Head honcho, rain down temper upon your poncho. I feel locked, so then can't move. Cash rules everything around me, now my bills are past due. Trying to catch you up, but I'm left in the dust. Eclectic enough to get your attention and crush any competition left, we can settle the grudge. In a rush to crush diamonds in the palm of my clutch. Part of my ways, but they make it hard to get a raise. Gotta break the sweat till your BBDs are sauteed. Working all day, never brace for the moment. When the breaks give, now you face what you holding. Too late for the running, too cold for the coping. The surface still scoping, better keep the pace going.
Even on that train, never to return again. This world, there's always something someone's running from.
So keep running.
And we never change. Till we point the blame.
Till we point that blame.
Trying to pass the pain that we ourselves are running from.
Got my CD in your boombox, you can hear me from afar. Like I really need to get you in the trunk of my car. I know who you think I are, premature superstar, the boom by y'all with the broken guitar. The CDs and stars don't impress me no more. Who in the back with the hard, trying to let her through the door. Strictly business, busy, no witness. You left the game, now look at this. Utterly ridiculous, it must have been your flow, right? Yeah, it's cool, but I don't fuck with those guys. Need not explain why I just won't apply. Should've had the sight, but I poked the third eye. Should've picked the right, but I chose the left. Why? You can learn from your experience or just die. Stay fly while practicing how to multiply. So take one long last look at the motherfucking guy.
Even on that train, never to return again. In this world, there's always something someone's running from.
So keep running.
And we never change. Till we point the blame.
Till we point that blame.
Trying to pass the pain that we ourselves are running from.
with that brain.